And we back. we back. We back. Hey y'all, it's me, Danny, and shout out to all of y'all who are new here. Shout out to all of y'all who've been visiting. Y'all, I've been trying to work with this platform that I've been using to record these things. It has not been working, so we are trying again. We are trying again. Hopefully this one works. I told y'all before I had issues uploading the episode, and like they've restructured the whole thing. I had to take some mini courses on it and all of that. It wasn't working, and hopefully this one is working. Whatever. But let's get into the show. What's the song for the week? Oh, I'm the kind of brother, oh, who been doing it my way, getting my way for years. My career and every lover, y'all. In and out my life, I've hit love and left with tears, without a care. Until I met this girl who turned the tables around. Never thought, I never thought I'd be the one breaking down. I can't figure it out why I'm so caught up. Got feeling caught up. I don't know what it is, but it seems she got me twisted. I'm so caught up, really feeling it. Caught up, losing control. This girl's got a hold of me. Ah. Okay. To Usher. You know that there be like controversy about Usher. We don't really know the man, even though we feel like we do, because there's been so many rumors out about the guy that we do feel like we know him, but we don't. But it don't matter at this point. Um, y'all know that he had those connections with Diddy, the man that we don't want to speak about, and it's so sad, y'all, that well, I was gonna say it's sad, but it's not sad because I don't know the man. What's crazy is that we're just now understanding that even as people of our own, color, the evils that have to happen, the amount of evils that you have to give way to be able to become the type of what they call a mogul, to become the type of person who's like, money into their money. You gotta be willing to do some scrupulous is not the word we're gonna use here. I like the way it feel when I said it. So scrupulous things. I don't even know if that's the word I want to use, but okay, you gotta be willing to do some backhanded stuff, right? You gotta be willing to cheat some people, and you gotta be willing to just do a lot of evils to go on. Um so I think that we have been so used to and accustomed to white people doing it to us all the time that we just believed. I think there was a part in our mind that we just believed that the black people wouldn't do it to us. But even though we've been hearing all along, number one, that Diddy has been always had horrible contracts for the people who work for him. Nobody ever stays that long. Nobody gets success and continues it who has worked with him. Like, name one act. Name one act who was signed to Bad Boy who's still rocking today. Maybe Kim went and signed the Bad Boy. She don't even put out new music. Um, Mace, he don't rap no more. 112, we won't be seeing them nowhere. Um, we already know what happened with the Danny Canes and the Day 26s of the thing, and the band. Like, none of them is there. Biggie gone. Craig Mack gone. Somebody else is gone. Black Rob, I believe Black Rob is gone too. Um, Black Rob is one of good. Whoa, if you're unfamiliar, so check it out. And Craig Mack was Flavor in Your Ear. Who else was around? Uh, Mary J has always worked with Puff, but she ain't never been a bad boy artist. So nobody's like, he's never had any artist. I guess the only one I was going to say Usher, but Usher's never been a bad boy artist. He just had custody of Usher at one point, and Usher don't never talk about. He don't never go into detail about his time when Diddy was his daddy, but we all do know that it was not the best scene. We know it wasn't the best scene. Um, but to just realize that it's not the race of the person, but it's the need to get to the climb. So a lot of y'all, when y'all not realizing, like when y'all chasing the bag, a lot of y'all are chasing the bag without paying attention to how you're treating people, and then get mad because people are trying, like they letting you know in many ways that you don't come off like you think you do, and then everybody be on it like, oh, they just mad, oh, they need to get chase the bag. No, um, what we do, I think that there's a lot of people who really do think that you want to chase the bag, get to some of the bag, and stay the same. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. You're not that person. The chase makes you different, and the experience along the way will make you different, and how you show up and how you're received in the next space, the next level you go to, will always also make you different to the last level that you were at. Always will. Always will. High school you is not the same as adult you, who is not the same as parent you, who is not the same as grandparent you, who is not the same as friend you, who is not the same as daughter you. Like, there are similar elements, but they not the same person. The people who grew up and they ain't have no money, those people when they get money, they are not exactly the same as they were when they didn't have money. All of the things that you have to go to, all the experiences you had to get to that money will definitely make you not be the same person. Okay. So I'm saying all that to say that you have to realize that you do got to give way to the fact that change will inevitably happen, and you could, and I have asked this many times, where does anybody know where the line is, like for chasing a bag that they're willing to get to without crossing to the evil side? And do you believe that you know where the evil side is? I don't think nobody knows. I don't think anybody know. And I think that once you get there, it's like, well, I done did all these things already, so and the bag is good. And usually, and this is just my theory because I ain't been there. I ain't even been close. But my theory is once you get there, there's so many other people who have done and have been willing to do the things that you're willing to do, or have already done to get to the bag in that way, that the company is fine that you're willing to stay over there. So while y'all chasing bags, be careful of the company you keep, because sometimes those people that you keep on saying are jealous or, hating, those are people that actually can keep you grounded. Okay. So we don't have a lot to get into because we could, but we not going to, because I'm gonna revisit y'all in a couple of days. I don't like this situation here, so we probably just gonna show up a couple of days. This weekly thing probably ain't gonna work for me. I say a lot of stuff. Don't worry about it. Let's just see. Anyway, let's move on. First thing I want to talk about, because that was getting on my nerves. Y'all been getting on my nerves already. Is this new movie, because I was going to talk to y'all about, I always come on and tell y'all what I'm watching on TV. This is what I watch on TV, so we'll get to the movie later. I watched on Peacock the documentary about what's his name, Gary Coleman. You know, the guy that was on different shows ruled world. A 70s TV show. If y'all don't know, it was a 70s TV show. It was about a rich white man who adopted two black kids while he already had a daughter, a white daughter, biological. He adopted these two black kids and they lived in his house. And afterwards, the in real life, when the show went off in real life, the woman who played the daughter, she died of a drug overdose. Gary Coleman died suspiciously. and then the middle child, the brother, he's still alive, but he's seen a lot. Okay, so the documentary is about Gary Coleman because he was like one of those little people, and they capitalized off of that whole thing on the show, and he was one who had the catchphrases like, "We can talk about Willis." Okay, so the documentary basically was about his life and how he was very. There was a very famous or infamous, however you look at it, trial when he sued his parents because his parents stole his money. That man didn't have no money, y'all. I think they said that he made about $18 million, and his parents and his business manager stole about 12 of that money. Something crazy, y'all. But it's on Peacock. I'm not gonna tell you. I mean, that's all the stuff that you know. And then there's like some suspiciousness about how he died and his little young girlfriend wife uh child bride thing. I don't know if she was young, but she looked young, and if she looked like she was younger than him anyway. I don't know if she was a kid. I don't want to put that on him, but I know that she looks like, I believe she was younger than him significantly, but we don't know. I don't know. I didn't finish it, but that's what I'm watching. I also finished the Lady in the Lake. Apple TV. Very good show. If you didn't see it, get caught up. Go ahead on and jump on in there. I also tried on, I believe it was on Peacock. I watched on Netflix the Lacey Peterson documentary. That was the one back a couple years ago when Scott Peterson killed his wife, but he acted like he didn't, and then all this stuff was coming out that he was cheating, and it just was suspicious that she showed up. He was talking about she ran away. I don't know. So the documentary came out, and then just recently on Peacock, I believe, Scott Peterson's rendition of the situation came out. He's in prison for life, but it they said it was like 20 years ago that this happened, and now he want to talk. He didn't want to talk no time at all during the whole missing and trial. He didn't want to get on the stand, none of those things. He didn't want to talk 2 years after it. He didn't want to tell his side. Now that he has concocted his own story, 20 years later, now he want to get on here and they talking to him on some 15-minute video calls. And when I tell you, after listening to the first 30 minutes, I was like, boy, shut up. Shut up. I don't believe you. I don't believe your side of the story. You sound like you're a liar. You sound like a narcissist. I don't care. You should have, if you had a story to tell, you should have told us a long time ago, because it just feel like you had too much time to come up with a story. And him and his mama and his sister who still to this day don't want to say he was cheating on her, even though they have it on tape, him talking to the girlfriend, her questioning him about the wife, because she didn't even know he had a wife when they met. Like when they met, she didn't know he had a wife. When he met her, he told the woman that he was newly widowed and that his wife had left, and it was going to be his first holiday without his wife, and that they was getting together because he didn't have no wife no more. He didn't have one. So when she found out that he had one and she was missing and all of this, she was on the phone with him talking about like, why you ain't tell me he had no wife? Like, what's going on? And he went into all the lies about all of that. It's all recorded, y'all. But his sister, like, I don't really want to say he was cheating on her. He just kind of, had a separate relationship with another woman. That's what? What are we saying? So I just couldn't listen to it. But I tried. I tried. Oh, I tried. I cried my life. Y'all know that song? Don't worry about it. Um, well, who sings that? I see you. I think that's Floetry. I don't know what the name of the song is, but very pretty song. Anyway, I was watching all of that. So when this movie came out, people was like, gotta jump on it. It is the movie called The Deliverance. It's on Netflix. This is the movie. If you're not familiar, it is done by Lee Daniels, the producer, writer, director. He do all the stuff. He's like Tyler Perry. Um, but I think he be having writers with him. Okay. This is that movie that Monique and him rekindled their relationship with and started being friends again. Because remember, Monique and Lee Daniels fell out over the last movie she did with him, which was Precious. And she fell out with him basically about the pay and the promotion and all that stuff. We don't need to get back into it. He was on her hit list with Oprah and Tyler Perry. At some point, T.S. Madison got them together. Y'all know T.S. Madison. If you don't, look up T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison got them together, got them to talking, and he apologized to her for the things that he said about her, and then they started to work together. So she's in this movie. Now, I don't know if Monique is trying to make herself um put herself into the horror film genre because Monique was in another horror film, can't think of what it is. It wasn't great either. I can't think of the name of that thing. I got my Googles. Let's look it up. But Monique was in a different movie. I could tell you that she was in a different movie, and in that movie, it was still it was still a let's see. Oh, The Reading. She was in the movie The Reading. Child. Oh, child. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. But maybe that's what she's trying to do. Maybe she's trying to, be like horror suspense film. Let me see. Is that called considered a horror or is it considered a, mm, they're not telling me. Anyway, I think that it is a horror suspense type movie. It's one or the other. Anyway, I think that she's trying to maybe put herself into that category. I don't know. But I will tell you, I did not watch this. Oh, I'm gonna tell you the other movie that I tried to watch. I was gonna watch The Quiet Place. The Quiet Place for me is kind of the same as Deliverance for me as Deliverance. The thing is I don't watch movies where people are like possessed or they'll have like demons, things like that. I don't watch those kind of movies. I don't really like those kind of movies. They're not for me. And I just feel like, demons, there's a group of people who I know y'all super saved till it's time for a horror film or Monique to be on screen. It's kind of weird to me, but okay. Um, where I just feel like demons don't have rules, right? So if demons don't have rules and they can go wherever they want to, you have to somehow allow them into your space. And I don't know why people think that allowing them into your space via your TV is not a thing, right? But I do know what I won't do is chance it. So for me, I can't watch it. I heard what the movie was about, and it's supposed to be about a little boy and a little girl or something, and they possessed by demons, and then there's supposed to be an exorcism or something, and it's based off of a true story, but then they kind of, change it so he could have his own rights or whatever. I don't care. It ain't for me. I don't open up portals. I don't try to open up portals. Um, I don't care who thinks that that's crazy. And there's a person who's on the internet, and if you're listening to this, and you've been on my social medias, and you say things like, if you think that the demons is going to come out, it's crazy that you think that the demons is going to come out, but you are afraid of Halloween for the kids to dress up like Spider-Man and SpongeBob and all these things. Explain that to me. Explain that. You're afraid that the demons are going to get your money if you put your purse on the floor, but you don't think that the demons could come through your TV when people are playing with them on TV. We've seen many people who act in horror films talk about all of the bad things that happen after they act in horror films. We've seen it a lot of times, which means that they are admitting that there are some portals opening. Y'all seen Poltergeist? Have y'all seen like the story about what happened after Poltergeist and during the filming of Poltergeist? And look up a bunch of other films. I just saw another one. I can't think of the name of it, but during the filming of it, a helicopter scene was supposed to happen. The helicopter fell down. It flashed down into the thing and chopped up the actors. They got it on film. I know that y'all don't want to talk about it, but in the original Wizard of Oz, there's actually an original copy where one of the Munchkins took and hung himself off one of the trees because of the evil that was going on in that film. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is, it be portals opening. You can't believe in the demons and then give them limitations. You can't do that. That's the same thing as like with God. When people tell me like God wouldn't do that, God wouldn't do that, how you gonna tell God he can't do? He could do all kind of things. Okay? And I know y'all think God's standing there watching you watch demons and he blocking them from you. But why would you play? Why would you even put God in a position to have to do that? He always show up when you want. Maybe he ain't showing up when you want him to in front of that TV while you watching the demon movie. So that's just, I won't chance it. There's demons in there. Y'all watching them for entertainment. And also, it's crazy how y'all will say y'all not watching Beyonce videos and y'all not listening to Beyonce music because she's demonic, but then we'll watch demonic movies all day and talk about them and share what you like about them. And that's why some of y'all don't be understanding like how the demons is attacking y'all. Because y'all think it be this big thing like y'all really gonna be possessed, but sometimes the demons is around keeping you from getting out weight loss like you want to because they really be urging you to eat them foods. And you be letting them. And then you jump up back on and be like, come back again, y'all, trying again. I fell off of it because you was watching the demonic stuff. And then it got into your mind to tell you it's okay to not take care of yourself. Be careful. Be careful of the demonic Satan in your head. It's okay to eat all the snacks. You don't gotta work out. You don't gotta eat healthy. That's the demons jumping on you. But it's okay, y'all. Y'all really be thinking that it gotta be drastic. Demonic presence don't always gotta be so drastic. Sometimes it's the small things that you don't understand that affect you every single day. So when you're on the internet, you talk about how people don't want to play with demons, and then you really try to ridicule people for saying, "I don't want to play with the demons. I don't want to chance it." To be like, "You should go ahead and chance it. It was entertaining to me, really," and then go to church. Okay, moving on, because I don't want to keep on with y'all. I don't even want to keep on with y'all. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. The next thing and the last thing I want to talk about today is this damn Cam Newton and Dr. I think her name is Cassandra Bryant. But her last name is definitely Bryant. Dr. Bryant interview. Yeah. 8 children. I think he got three baby mamas. That man got on there and talk about he's fine having all these kids in different places. He has a fear of divorce more than a fear of not being married, and so he won't get married, but he will keep on having kids. And he wishes the Lord would just drop out of the sky for him somewhere. These are the men that are really out here who don't care that they're making these children. And then you all get on here and talk about these women when we are understanding, or we should be understanding, that these are men that specifically prey on women. Especially after y'all be like, oh, you're such and such years old, you're single, and you ain't got no kids. What kind of woman are you? These women get fearful that they need to have kids to be proven to actually be, valuable worthy women in the world. And then y'all blame them for having single parents, but y'all don't blame people like Cam Newton and the Nick Cannons of the world for abandoning their children. This is a man who has to abandon his children. Those children cannot call and have their daddy hug them in the middle of the night. Those children cannot call and can't run in the room and be like, "Daddy, come help me." When that child is ready to learn how to ride a bike on Tuesday, he's not around for that. He's not even coming home to that house to help. They got to spend most of their time with their daddy on FaceTime. That's not fly. When you actually, I know y'all all be like, he got a lot of money. Money does not help your soul. And I know y'all all keep wanting to make it be like, if I had a rich daddy, I would. You don't know what you would do because you don't have one. Stop telling people what you would do with something you've never had. It's a bunch of people who be like, if I had that job, I would something till you get to work in there. Till you get to work in there. I know a person right now who took a job because they just wanted the money that was going to be paid. Got now at that job, don't know what they doing, hate the job, but don't want to leave now because they're stuck with that money that they want to keep having. That don't know what you would do in this situation if you were that child growing up with a father who has children in other homes. You don't know how he treating everybody. The only time you can see your dad is when he take you to photo ops while he out work. Because y'all will be like, he had his son at the baseball, at the football event. He had it. So what? He's working. Y'all ever took your kids to work? Do you think that that's the time when you can nurture and care for them? No, because you still got to do work. He got other people watching. Like, you think Cam Newton, when he take his kids to these events, ain't being like, go over there, Bob, Billy, Jan, whoever, take them to the bathroom. You think Cam Newton taking them to the bathroom? He's okay. They just in the same space with their daddy. They don't know that man for real. And any of you all who think that that is okay because he got money, y'all don't like kids that much. I don't care. And then watching that man never listen to that woman, never listen to her. She kept trying to explain, and you could tell he wasn't listening to a thing she was saying. I don't know how y'all be out here communicating with men on there. Like, I just don't. There's one guy at my job. There is one guy at my job that we be trying to have conversations. I am mid explanation. He's already responding. I have not finished my statement. How do you know how to respond to me if I haven't finished my statement on a conversation? It is so frustrating. A lot of you are out here in relations with people who can't listen. That's why y'all have bad, poor communication because they don't even listen. Y'all fighting tooth and nail to just be heard. He never listened to that woman. She spoke, he never listened. And then to even get the little bit that maybe he heard a little bit, she had to call him like, I'm pretty sure you are a good dad. I'm pretty sure you are a good man. I'm pretty sure. She had to hold his hand. I'm going to hold your hand while I say that. Okay, he still never heard her. He don't care about those women. He don't care about those children. He likes the fact that the ego in him really just wants for it to be fed by saying that he's created many lives. He don't care how they turn out. He doesn't care. Most of the people are not concerned about the emotional well-being of their children. And they're not. They're just concerned about being able to say, I could take care of them financially. If you got three kids and they got three separate homes and they are similar in age, there will be occasions where you cannot be at all things at all time. What if it's one child's birthday and another child break their foot? And one child live in New York and the other child live in LA. Who you pick? Or should he pick no? And that leads me to Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon got 12 kids, y'all. He has 12 kids. I think he got 5 baby mamas, whatever. And a lot of people being like, these women know what they get into. All Nick Cannon, he had like 7 kids in 1 year. That means that there were 7 or 5 women who, were pregnant around the same time. And then he circled back on 2 of them, I think, that they had more in the same time. I think one lady had 2 babies in the same year, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. But he had like 5 kids at least in 1 year. I mean, they were all pregnant around the same time. That mean I didn't know that other lady was pregnant. You go back and look at his Instagram page and see how many baby showers this man was showing up to. Is that cute? Is that cute because he has money? Is that cute? And sometimes, sure, a woman might be like, yeah, I'm okay with, having a baby with you because you could take care of it and you'll take care of us and all those things, right? That's sure. There's probably a woman out here who's saying that. And probably one of them is his baby mama. But why does he not care? Because I do feel like I have children with 2 men, okay? Let me put my life out here. I have children with 2 men. One of those men has a gang of kids. And so I am baby mama number 2 for him. When we got to baby mama number 6, I'm one of those women who was like, why would she have a baby with him? Like, she know he got a gang of kids and he don't got no money. Why would she do that? I'm not gonna lie. I am one of those women that say, if you know they have a gang of kids, why would you have a baby with them? Help me to understand. But the problem here is when Cam Newton or Nick Cannon are in a therapy session, we can't talk about what those women are doing when these are the people who are trying to see the doctor. We can only focus on the person who's trying to see the doctor. Okay? Somebody said it. They said, if I go to the doctor because I'm having a lung condition, you need to address my lungs. Don't stand in there all day being like, well, the cigarette company need to. The cigarette company over there, you keep smoking cigarettes. Why do you keep doing that? What's the addiction there? What's the problem there? And it'll never help the person who is smoking to get they smoking in if we spending most of our time trying to figure out why the cigarette company is selling cigarettes. Okay? Is that an issue? Sure. Is that the issue today? No. And a lot of y'all get lost in that. A lot of y'all get lost in instead of just focusing on why Nick and Cam are doing what they're doing. Y'all gonna keep on saying, well, what about that? What about that woman who can? So what? She can't have a baby by Nick if Nick don't try to have a baby with her. She can't have one. So why is Nick, if he knows that he already had 6 kids, he knows that. Whether she know it or not. Even if y'all want to be like, it's all over the internet, fine. But he personally knows that he's had 6 children. Why is he having another one? Even if another woman would say yes, why is he having one? Okay, why would you have another child? You gotta go to work. We all know Nick Cannon got 1,000 jobs. He got 1,000 jobs already. If he has so many jobs, y'all know he got so many jobs. And he produces more than what y'all see of him. Okay? How much more time does he have to spend with 12 children in a day? So then he can't see those kids every day. But what kids do he get to see on what days? And what makes them special on what days? And how does he pick which birthdays, which If there's two, three graduations, kindergarten graduations, they don't go to the same school. Which one do we go to? Graduation graduation. Because these kids are playing sports. It's shameful. And you're telling me that that's somebody else's fault that he made that choice? He's making a choice for his own life. They're not tricking him into babies. He's deliberately trying to have babies. He's also, I don't know about Cam, but we do know that Nick Cannon is also sick. Nick Cannon has lupus. I mean, sometimes the lupus just won't sit him down, just in general. What happens that none of the kids with the CAD do that? Set up that children. What happens? What happens if one of the mamas gets sick and can't take care of the kid? Daddy can't jump in. Daddy won't jump in. And that's her purpose. That's her purpose. If y'all okay with that, yeah, I hope y'all sitting at home watching Deliverance from the Demons and stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous to me. I don't know if you've ever seen a child waiting for their daddy to show up and he ain't coming, or seen a child crying because they want their dad and he can't come because he's too busy. Do y'all know what that looks like when those children are adults? Do y'all know? And then y'all start getting mad when y'all see things like, King Harris, T.I. and Tiny's son on the internet talking about I was over my grandma's house all my life. I wasn't at the house with y'all. Y'all get mad, but that's what it looked like. It looked like a kid like that. Ray J talking about how he had to go be at his grandma's house at the time because his parents was out with Brandy and they wasn't raising him. Now look at that man. He's a hot mess. He's a mess out here in these streets. Knowing that you have a parent who just won't be around because they too busy. Y'all think that that's great for these kids? I don't care what these women are doing when we just talking about the men. If y'all want to talk about the women, we can have a conversation about that on another day. But when we talk about men who are defending their right to do this, to abandon children because their ego feels good knowing that they created a bunch of them. And a lot of y'all are justifying that because there's money. What happens to children who have had money thrown at them their whole entire lives and they turn 18 and then these parents turn around and say, oh, you're 18, figure it out. But they've given them no real relationship. What happens when those children then slander these men? Then you like, he gave you money. Now you think all he is money. That's all he presented. Are you then going to shut your face when they come for this man who's supposed to be their dad who never did nothing in their life? Are you going to defend those children now to say, then keep giving me money? Because since that's the only relationship you've had with me was money, a money relationship, then I'm always going to expect that our relationship will continue to just be you giving money. So let's do that. If you're saying that he's not obligated to that, that he's supposed to just throw money at kids for 18 years for fun, for his ego, and then just abandon them completely because they don't know him, so they can't have a physical, emotional relationship with him, but he also shouldn't give him any money. What the hell are we saying? That's what it looked like. It looked like a boy who was always just getting the money sent to his house, and now he thinks he entitled to his daddy money because he don't know his daddy. His daddy being mad because all you want is money. That's why you were throwing at me the whole entire life. So yes, continue to do it. That's what it looked like. And y'all not thinking about it. Some of y'all missing it. But that, I don't know. I don't know. That's my opinion on it. If y'all have another one, I guess hit me up in the inbox. You can email me. We can talk about it a little bit. But this is my stance, and I really ain't changing it. unless you have a really good argument against it. You got to have a really good argument against it because it's not working for me. And anyway, guys, I just want to let you know that I've scheduled a lot of my appointments. I had to go to the emergency room recently. Hashtag sick. Nothing critical as far as I know. But that made me be like, oh shoot, let me make sure that I'm getting on my stuff. So if you haven't done it yet, make sure that you have scheduled your yearly physical exam. Yes, you need to get blood work done. You need to know what's going on because y'all know like there'll be so many times when you be like, I just saw her. She was fine. She wasn't. She just didn't know she wasn't fine. I just saw him. They told me he had a heart attack. He was just fine. He wasn't. He didn't know he had a heart condition. And he probably wouldn't have had that heart attack had he gone to the doctor and got checked out. So y'all, schedule your appointment. Y'all be going to brunches and lunches and all the little events and paying $75 for white parties and all of this stuff and don't want to pay your $40 copay. That's crazy. You spend $30, $40 on a bottle of alcohol. I just went to go see Anthony Hamilton. The concert was great, y'all. I just went to go see Anthony Hamilton. I paid a pretty penny for those tickets. I've seen a lot of other people that I know who was around the section that I was in. I don't know y'all, but what I am saying is, I don't know y'all's health. But what I am saying is if you're willing to spend that money on concert tickets and you're willing to spend that money on, events, you have the money to go pay that copay. Pay the copay. And some of y'all know y'all got some friends and family who too. Y'all should make it a party. Let's party about how our blood tests are good. Y'all don't know what your A1C numbers are. Y'all don't even know what A1C is. Are you pre-diabetic? You might need pills. That don't make you old. It make you healthy. And even if it does make you old, you don't want to get older. You don't want to get older. The only way to get older is to stay healthy, okay? It's not just drinking water. It's not just trying to go to that hip hop step class. It's also going to your doctor. It's also getting your mammogram. It's also getting your, gynecological test going to make sure you good. You don't know a lot of the stuff. Healthy isn't a look. We see people all the time be like, oh, they skinny, they healthy. No, they not. They taking shots for their diabetes and you don't know it. You don't know it. They're not telling you. They taking their cholesterol pills because you don't know what their family history is. So you don't know what they need. Y'all be dating people who ain't never seen a doctor. Whole time y'all been together, they ain't never had one physical. That's not okay. If you're dating somebody, if you're in a relationship with somebody and neither one of y'all have had a physical in the last how many years y'all been together, I don't care if it's two. If y'all ain't had a physical in all that time, go to the doctor. Sit down and schedule them together. Today is doctor scheduling appointment day. Okay? Get your eyes checked. Get your eyes. If you are over 25, you might not be able to see very well, babe. Sometimes them headaches ain't because you ain't eat today. Sometimes them headaches is because you keep having them because you need glasses. It's okay. It's okay. Go get them. Go get them. If you don't have health insurance, go down to your local, get online, type up the government health programs that will give you some. There's also usually a community um, health center that will take you based off your income. And then they'll help you get medical insurance when you go. So go get your. Well, my dad had three strokes back to back, like within 2 months. Okay, he had three strokes. When he had the last stroke sat my dad down. And when I mean sat my dad down, my dad can't talk. He cannot walk. Okay, and he's been that way for a good 15 years. 15 years of him living and not being able to talk or walk. That man got to write down words if he want to say something because he has to live in a nursing home because his wife cannot take care of him by himself. And he don't have, I know y'all like to think that it's easy to just take care of somebody in their house. Look at your mama. Can your mama take care of another person? Look at the life you live right now. The life you live right now, where you want to be out the brunches and lunches and all this stuff. Can you afford to give all that up so that you could daily take care of your mother, or your father, or your husband, or your wife? No, a lot of us can't. A lot of us can't. And our insurance, their insurance, if they paying for some, ain't gonna pay for somebody to come every single day. Not gonna happen. Y'all don't understand that, but it's not gonna happen. Okay, you can't go to brunch when you got somebody who needs to be wiped, whose butt needs to be wiped at 12 o'clock. Okay, think about it. So why don't you go and get yourselves checked out so that if they do have a heart condition, because my dad had gone, but it was literally right after too late, and they told him that you're probably going to have an aneurysm. It looks like you could be having some things. My dad ended up having 3 strokes because he never wanted to stop. But my dad was a drug addict too, so let's be clear on it. On this, the drugs did him in. So some of y'all are dating ex drug addicts. Let's be honest. Y'all know it. Annual. Go get them checked. Get your mammogram if you're a woman. Go get it. If you're over 40, especially, go get it checked. But if you have a history of, if your grandma had breast cancer, or your auntie Nene had breast cancer, or your mima, Lala had a breast cancer, even if your granddad had some kind of cancer, go get checked out. It's time. The game ain't playing with you. It's not. Go get checked out. Too many of us be like, I don't want them to tell me about that bad. You want to fall over at work? Did y'all hear about that lady that died at Chase Bank? At her cubicle and was there for 4 days? Did nobody missing that lady? Even her co-workers. You want that to be you? You want to pass out at the job? Because you didn't even know you was having a heart condition? Or you was going to take that little pill and keep it pushing, change that diet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's time to give up the wings and are afraid of it. Some of y'all, delicious, I know, but you don't gotta eat it so frequently. Sometimes you do gotta just go ahead and get you some vegetables. And I know y'all still be like, I don't like vegetables. Stop thinking about the way your mama made that stuff back in the day. It's so much innovation. And it's crazy that y'all will really try 18,000 Alfredo dishes, but you won't try new vegetable recipes. I don't know. I don't know. You've been to the grocery store, walked straight past the whole fruits and vegetable section to just go pick up wings. I'm criticizing you now. Let's save our lives. We can do that. Anyway, my TikTok 30-day challenge is still going. I'm almost done. If you watching on one platform, I started a little bit late on the other platforms, but either way, I'm almost done. My birthday is coming up. I'm trying to be uh in a different mindset because I've done this 40 days of consistency. I mean, 30 days of consistency. And when I tell y'all every single day, because even when I was at the emergency room, I was thinking, I might, if they admit me, I'm still going to dance. I dance every single day. I post every single day because I'm working on that. I told y'all I'm really working on consistency. Like I said, their last episode was not here, but not because of consistency. It's because I just did not know how to work this new platform for uploading these videos and recordings. I they changed it. I didn't know how to do it. I had to get some lessons, but it wasn't for long for consistency because I'm really trying to be consistent. So follow me on TikTok. It's me, Danny. I'm also on TikTok giving a lot of parenting hacks and things and life hacks on my other TikTok page, which is your favorite auntie. You can see my face again. It's over there. You get some good information over there if you're looking. And while we're at it, since y'all ain't over there yet, but go follow me, subscribe to those things, follow me everywhere, share my videos. Check your smoke detectors. Whenever we going into the fall season, there's always house fires and that stuff because people aren't checking their smoke detectors, one, and two, because you're not checking the filters in your furnace. So check the furnace filters. If you don't know how to do it, You can always look it up on YouTube. That's number one. But if not, call somebody and have them come over to check your filters. They need to be changed. If you don't know when the last time they were changed, that means they do need to be changed. You got to change that furnace filter. Okay, you don't want that. That's a lot of how a lot of fires, in home fires, start. Okay, in the fall, people. If you got a lot of like leaves around your house, break them things up and around because you don't want no little things. But check your smoke detectors, change them things. I know some of y'all took them out because y'all was frying that chicken and, and y'all was burning that bacon. Put them back in. They're important. They are. And also make a plan for how y'all gonna get out if there is a fire, what y'all would do, where would y'all go, can you get out of a window, those type of things, just in case. Just in case, man. I want to do this season. I'm concerned about them. At the same time, make sure y'all drinking y'all water. Make sure y'all are taking your vitamins. They're very important for your daily health. Y'all think that those women that y'all see that be in their 80s, 90s looking great are there just by happenstance? They not. They're not. They're actually concerned about their health. Anyway, that's my that's all I have on my heart for today. If everybody else's heart is rested, we can adjourn. Even if your heart ain't rested, this is where the end of although we come to the end of the road. We here. We did it, Joe. Like this is where we are right now. I thank you again for listening to me. Again, follow me on social media. Share the videos, y'all. Don't cost nothing to share them. You like them, share them, comment. Do at least two things on anything you see me come up on, and share this podcast with your friends so that we can grow the community. Let them disagree with me too. If you disagree, let them disagree with me too, or y'all disagree with each other once y'all listen to it, and y'all find out y'all don't be thinking the same way all the time. It's okay. Don't argue about it. That's your friend. You love them. Agree to disagree. But meet me back here next week when we'll talk about whatever's going on right now on the internet or the interwebs, whatever. And if you're not registered to vote, oh please register to vote. You still got about a month to do so. So register to vote. We ain't got time to play. Tell your friends. Ask your friends. Ask your friends. Are you registered to vote? Because sometimes you don't even know they're not even registered to vote. Register to vote together. Schedule your appointments together. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all, it's me, Danny, and you've been listening to the Just Said podcast. Bye, y'all.